What?
Hey, baby. Anything new to report?
Yes. Big news. Major break in the case.
Jackpot. What you got, baby?
I've had him staked out for the last hour, and I can finally tell you with confidence that Franklin Abimelech's coffee of choice is an Americano.
What?
Aye. He's been sat at a cafe just off his university campus since just after 11, and he's already drank 2 of the bloody things.
I don't get it, baby.
Neither do I. Why would you dilute an espresso in hot water? Just order a regular cup of coffee.
No, baby. I mean, I don't get how you think that's some shit worth reporting. We got a lot of money on the line with this case, not to mention our professional reputations. I need you to take this seriously.
I am taking it seriously. It's not my fault the little prince leads the most boring life of any 18-year-old I've ever known.
That's only because you didn't know Steve when he was that age.
Neither did you.
No, but this one time Stuffy told me that when Steve was in high school, he wrote a 200-page screenplay for a Batman movie. I can fill in the rest. He didn't write it in between hot dates, you know what I'm saying, baby?
Whatever. I'm going out of my head sitting here. I'm 5 minutes from walking into that coffee shop and ordering a cup of hemlock.
Focus on the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, baby.
Oh, you're not a fucking leprechaun, you racist bastard.
Poor choice of words, baby. Just think about all the money we're gonna get from both of their rich-ass parents when we prove that Franklin Abimelech is having an affair with Mariana Lopez. We can cash it in coins and go swimming in that shit Scrooge McDuck style.
I'm not Scottish either, you fucker.
I know that, baby. Forget the metaphor and remember the money. That's what's keeping me going.
Alright, I'm sure you're over there busting your arse, aren't you? Must be exhausting sitting at a table in a courtroom and listening to other people talk.
You said it, baby. We got out of the hearing an hour ago and my ass is still exhausted.
An hour ago? Then why am I stuck doing this by myself?
I had to eat lunch, didn't I, baby? Speaking of which, time for dessert. I think I hear a slice of that Hershey's Sundae pie calling my name. Check in with you later, baby.
Oi!
What else we got on the docket today, baby?
Nothing. Maybe we should go help Jack with the surveillance. He sounded like he was about to give up.
Not until I get that piece of pie, baby. And after that, I'll probably need to take a nap. That Bacon King is dragging my ass down. Don't worry about Jack. He just likes a bellyache. He'll hang in there.
Whiskey. Neat. I don't care what kind as long as it's got an E in it. Have you ever been getting screwed so hard you'd check the top of your head for a slot drive?
Ugh.
Well, I already know who screwed me. Who screwed you?
Stuffy, can you come here a second?
Hi, what's up?
Hey, you're smart.
Thank you. I'll withhold further reaction until I see which way this goes.
What do you know about World War I?
I know it's been over for 100 years and it still makes me sad every time I think about it.
Do you know if Huskies were involved in the war effort?
You need no further confirmation of Husky involvement in the war, human. I have already told you. My expertise as a Husky historian is unassailable. And Huskies were not involved in the war effort. Their participation was crucial to the victory of the Allied powers.
What did Husky's participation in the war consist of, Millicent? I never learned any of this.
It doesn't surprise me. In addition to helping with medical care, transportation, and other essential forms of support for the combat troops, Huskies were responsible for digging trenches.
And they weren't the only ones.
Hi, Prospector.
Howdy. Hope you don't mind that I let myself in. You did say you wanted to try the lunch special at Little Sorrel's today, didn't you?
I sure did. Should we get going?
Hold up a second. Prospector, are you saying prairie dogs dug trenches for the Allies during the Great War too? I mean, also?
That's what I'm saying. And not just any prairie dogs either. I was there. I remember it like yesterday.
You fought in World War I?
I wouldn't say fought, but I did serve, yes, sir.
Do all prairie dogs live as long as you have? I only ask because I'm pretty sure they don't.
Oh, good Lord, no. No, they don't.
Is there some special reason why you've lived so long?
Oh, there's a reason, all right. And one day, perhaps, I will tell you the story of my life and the hows and whys that brought me to this place so very far in miles and years from where I began. But before I do, you should clear out some time, because telling that story takes a while.
Duly noted.
I believe you were about to corroborate my story for this doubting human and this ignorant but curious dog.
Oh, yeah. Well, Millicent's right. There were lots of Huskies helping out the Allies in the war. They sure could dig. We prairie dogs take a certain pride in our excavation expertise, but I gotta say, you could always tell when you were in a Husky trench. They were something else. I mean, I know nobody wants to die in a trench if they can help it, but if you have to, well, anyway.
That's impressive.
Yes, it is. But it shouldn't be a surprise. We know our business.
When it comes to digging,
And everything else.
I can guess how this is going to go. I suppose you're about to tell me that if the humans back then had listened to the Huskies, the Allies would have won the war in half the time it actually took?
No. If the humans had listened to us, there wouldn't have been a war in the first place.
If what you're saying is true, why isn't the Husky war effort part of the history?
Same story as always. They say history is written by the victors, but the truth is, whoever the winners and losers are, history is written by the humans. And when humans write the history, to the humans goes the glory.
It's a real shame, too. I got to be real good friends with some of those Huskies in that war. We'd eat together when we were all done digging for the day, talk about home. Now they've all been forgotten. Well, I remember 'em anyway.
So do we. If you ever get to visit the Husky War Memorial at Ypres, there's a small section dedicated to our prairie dog comrades.
So I've heard. If I ever make it back over to Belgium, I'll be sure to take a look. Anyway, we better get going if we don't want to be waiting all day.
Okay. I'll be back later. Thanks for the history lesson, Millicent.
You're welcome.
Bye, Stuffy. Bye, Prospector. Is there a section in that Husky War Memorial dedicated to the humans who served?
Not a section, but there is a very striking piece of sculpture dedicated to the role humans played in the war.
Oh?
Yes, it's titled Killers of Themselves in the World.
Sounds like something Hans would appreciate.
Oh, he'd love it.
And then, as if it weren't bad enough getting fired for violating the morality clause in my contract or whatever it was, my crusading hero of an ex, who I violated it with, goes and alerts the media without even talking to me about it first. So now the whole world knows what we did. Or the part of the world that looks at the internet anyway. That's probably most of it though, right?
I don't know. I use the internet to view pornography and order refills for my plug-in air freshener, and that's it.
Well, anyway, it was humiliating enough, however many people saw it.
That's why you're getting drunk in this shithole? Hiding your face from the world?
Not exactly. I had a job interview this morning at a slightly nicer bar than this one. Didn't go all that well, so I came here to drink through the self-pity.
Where'd you interview?
Why? If you know the owner, are you going to let me list you as a reference?
Have a laugh if you want, but if it's Pete's Tavern, I can put in a good word for you and you'll probably get the job.
I had no idea you were a person of such influence.
With old Pete I am. Though if that is the place and you want him to hire you, you'd better be quick about it. Pete's older than the bloody hills, and be it due to death or retirement, I doubt he'll be running the place much longer.
Sadly enough, it wasn't Pete's. It was the third base.
I'll need more than that. Every third bar in this bloody town is called the third base.
Right. It's the one on South Potomac Street.
Oh, Christ, I know that one. And you couldn't get hired on there? You're worse off than I thought.
Thank you. I don't know what I was thinking. They put out an ad for a bar manager and I went for it because I thought a change of pace would do me good. I've been running non-profits for almost the last 10 years, but once upon a time I worked my way through school tending bar. I thought that experience would finally pay off. I guess not.
You want to torch it?
Excuse me?
Torch it. The third base on South Potomac Street.
I'm not sure what
Do you want to light it on fire and watch while it burns to the ground? It could do wonders for your disposition, I'll attest to that.
I'll pass, but I appreciate the suggestion.
Whatever.
Is that why you're such a ray of sunshine? You just set fire to anything that does you wrong?
Not anything. You gotta pick your spots or else you'll get caught. The secret is to make them think you're an arsonistic maniac without actually being one.
Ah, so that's why you're in here instead of torching something that belongs to whoever's screwing you over. You're picking your spot.
Aye, and it's a bit hard to torch someone's house when you live there too. Not saying it can't be done, but...
Trouble in paradise?
Yeah, not as dire as that. I don't expect anything too bad will come of it. It just feels like I've been handed the shit job no one else wants. And if I do what I'm supposed to do, they'll get as much out of what I'm doing as I do.
Ugh, I know that feeling. What kind of work are you doing?
I'm following this rich university student around to see if he's having a secret fling with this other rich university student from a rival family.
Shouldn't you be, I don't know, watching him then?
I've got it covered. He's in a cafe down the street. Before I came in here, I stuck a transponder on his car's undercarriage. If he moves, I can track him with an app on my phone.
Well, aren't you a regular Anton Chigurh?
I'd have gone with Spider-Man, but cheers.
Hey folks, hope you enjoyed this episode, and now, here to talk to you about how you can support this channel is my friend and yours, Hans Krieger. Hans?
Hello.
You know, we were talking about you earlier.
Yeah, is this true?
Yeah, Millicent mentioned a depressing statue at a war memorial, and I instantly thought, I bet Hans would dig that.
How well you know me.
Uh-huh. Anyway, it was the Killers of Themselves and the Earth statue at the Husky War Memorial in Belgium that we were talking about.
Ah, yes, I have seen photographs of it.
And? I bet it's like your favorite thing, right? Really?
Yeah, really. Do you assume I like anything that is bleak or dark or tied to feelings of sorrow?
I mean,
Do you think me so shallow?
kinda? Can you give the folks the Patreon pitch?
Yeah, fine, whatever. Guten Tag. We hope you have enjoyed this video. If that is the case, please click like, share the video, and subscribe to this channel. Also, please consider helping us to continue making videos by supporting this channel with a monthly donation through Patreon. Go to www.patreon.com/Steve Shives to become a patron.
Thanks, Hans. Sorry if I disrespected you there.
It is all right, you are forgiven.
Can I ask you something, though?
Was?
Just out of curiosity, what is your favorite Picasso painting?
It is difficult to choose.
Really?
Yeah, really. He was a very prolific painter, and it is difficult to choose.
Is it Guernica?
And what if it is?